Hey guys, I'm Heather Catlin for Hot Topics here with Tika Sumpter. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So you play Michelle Obama in Southside With You,
Yeah.
which premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. It quickly became one of the hottest movies on the must-watch list. You're also a producer on the movie.
Yeah.
So that must have been pretty cool to get such a warm welcome with this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. I mean, that was my first time going to Sundance. It's an actor's dream to be at Sundance.
And a fan's dream.
Oh,
I feel like I want to go.
Yeah, and just to be around such creativity and then actually being embraced with open arms by fans of movies, critics of movies, and you're just like, okay, we did something right. You know what I mean? So I'm proud. I'm a proud producer and a proud actor in the movie.
So I thought this film was interesting because it focuses just on one date, one day with Michelle and Barack Obama before they were in the limelight of course, living in the White House.
Yeah.
So kind of walk me through what it was like to read the script and kind of embrace the role of Michelle Obama.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I read was the synopsis. The script wasn't even written. I met the director, Richard Taney, and he described his vision to me, and I was like, you're so smart. Write the script. So I would bother him every 2 weeks. Did you write it?
Done
Did
yet?
you write it? Yeah. And he finally wrote it, and I read it, and I was blown away, and it was just smart and funny and just lovely and charming. And then I called my agents. I'm like, we're getting this. We have to get this made. And so that's where we started doing that. And then to embody Michelle Robinson at the time, it was overwhelming at first, but then when I stripped her down to just being the girl from Southside of Chicago, I was like, okay, I can relate to her. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And you made it where everyone else could relate to her.
Exactly, because she is accessible. That's why people love her. You know, you feel like that's my girlfriend. I can talk to her, right? So that's what I wanted her to be, but I also wanted her to be strong and complex and independent, and you know, she's the prize in this movie. You know what I mean? Brock's amazing, but she's like a brain.
She's it.
She's that. Yeah, she's that girl where it's like she's the girl where that saying is behind every good man.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the force.
You seem like a really sweet guy. But how many times do I have to tell you we're not going out together?
You mentioned Richard Taney, the writer-director of this film, that I read that he read and studied the public accounts of what happened on their first date.
Yeah.
But did he talk to people, like was he able to talk to the president or the first lady, or
we weren't able to talk to the president and the first lady. It's definitely like open public domain, but he did do a lot of research, and when he did go to Chicago, there's so many stories of people who knew them, who knew of them. There's a story. Everybody has a story about the Obamas. So, and actually, one of the lawyers, his boss at Sidley Austin, his daughter just interviewed us the other day. It was their boss, and he's like so excited about this film.
Fun.
Yeah, so I mean, he did his research, but he wanted to do one day. He didn't want to do the whole, you know,
courtship.
No, he just wanted to do the one day that this guy, Barack Obama, had to impress this girl. And it almost didn't happen, you know? What would have happened? What universe would that have been?
So it's kind of a fictional account based off of what
Historical,
really happened.
yeah, because there wasn't a recorder on their date.
What?
Yeah, I know.
You weren't on The Bachelor?
No,
I don't get it.
no, he didn't get a rose. You know, she didn't get a rose. No, it was.
She got some ice cream. That's good enough,
exactly.
right?
So yeah, it's the historical places, but he had to make up. What would they think? What would they talk about? And that's what impressed me the most. It was this intelligent, accessible conversation.
Now you were involved early on, like you said before. So how hard was it to cast Barack Obama?
It's tough because, you know, sometimes people want a name, like, you know, all these names were thrown in, and it was like, if that's not the right person, then you got to stick to your vision. So first, sticking to Richard and I, like, stuck with each other, and we're tight, and we're like, we're not doing this theme. This is not American Pie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're doing it the way it's supposed to be. And so when we saw his tape, I was like, hi, you have to get him in here to test with me.
It naturally looks like it, resembles him
Resembles
very
him,
much.
he does his mannerisms just so naturally. He even even the first time he walked in the door, I was like, you're freaking me out. I feel like I'm talking to Barack Obama. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, he's incredible.
You seem like a real sweet girl, but I have to correct you. We are in fact out, and we are in fact together.
And what was the most fascinating thing you learned about the couple while doing this film?
What was They have this like cool, chemistry, and I knew that they had a chemistry, but like as soon as Parker and I met, there was like this kind of bicker, like this like topping each other kind of thing. And actually, a friend of mine who knows the Obamas, when he saw that, he was like, "That's Michelle. Like that's Michelle." Like,
So it worked well. The chemistry between
you
guys.
It was awesome. And then also like she was just told no a lot in her life, about Yale and, her family. I didn't know that she took French or, like, I didn't know all these, like, piano lessons and all these things. So, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of little jewels that I didn't know about her. But, reading her brother's book helped me a lot.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Do you know if the Obamas have seen this film?
I don't know.
You're like waiting.
I know they know. I know they know about it for sure. We definitely made sure they knew about it, so that when we were in Chicago shooting, it wasn't like CIA is like shutting us down. You know what I mean? We wanted to make sure that.
What are you doing?
Yeah. What are you doing? No, you don't. No. There's no permits. What do you mean no permit? Yeah. No. But it's done with respect and love, and I think anybody can. No matter if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever, it's just a love story and about the origin of these amazing people who didn't know they were going to be this, have this outcome,
big,
but they knew they wanted to impact each other and the world. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And on a personal note, congratulations.
On what?
Mom to be.
Oh, no, this is beer.
Oh, yeah, mine too. Mine too. Is that what we're allowed to blame on?
No.
Can we still get maternity leave?
Right. No, thank you. I'm so excited. Congratulations to you,
Thank you, little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much fun. My little girl is awesome.
Girl
Your
power.
Girl power.
Another girl power moment,
There
too.
we go. There we go.
There we go.
I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure to see Southside With You August 26th out in theaters.
Thank you.
You want some?
Sure.